Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk to you today for just a little bit about the FAB LAB grants that are available through the WEDC. Now, CISA is not able to apply for a FAB LAB grant. However, we think that we can help support our districts in their efforts to write a grant, as well as get started on developing a more regional approach to the FAB Lab. So let's model those 21st century learning skills and connect, collaborate, and create together. So let's get started with defining what a FAB Lab is for those of you who are still a little bit on the fence. It is defined by Wisconsin state statute as a medium-scale, high-tech workshop equipped with computer-controlled additive and subtractive manufacturing components that might include a 3D printer, laser engravers, computer numerical control routers, so CNC machines, or plasma cutters. There are other pieces of equipment that are being added to the Certified Fab Lab list all the time, but these are the major pieces to start with. So let's talk about what you can get with the grant. You can get up to $25,000 in year one. Districts must match funds so that the grant will not cover more than 75% of the project. You also will be able to apply for subsequent years, but the grant match will then go to 50% in year two and 25% in year three. So your district obligation increases with each round of funding. It is also very important to note that the WEDC has a maximum amount of money of $500,000 for the total grant project. So if they give that all away in year one, there will not be a year two or three at this point. Although I do know that Fab Labs are being discussed at the legislative level across the state. So the funds can be used for equipment such as hardware necessary for the creation or expansion of the Fab Lab. So the plasma cutter or the CNC router, 3D printers, etc. It can also be used for the computer software required to operate that equipment. If you like Inventor or SolidWorks, you could pay for your license with that. Although at CISA, we have discovered 123D, which is a free tool created by the makers of the Inventor software, and it is free for schools. So we recommend going with that program. The other piece, it has lots of bells and whistles, and you can do pretty much everything that you can do in Inventor. It's just not exactly the same. And so, of course, if you're in engineering, you would use Inventor or SolidWorks, but 123D is a phenomenal program that offers the same capabilities. The other thing that you can purchase with the grant is the installation of the equipment and necessary machine tooling. But you cannot do any building modifications such as air filters or tearing out walls or etc. to make room for the equipment. For the competitive grant priorities for evaluation, they are looking for grants that have strong partner organizations, a great deal of emphasis put on the sustainability of the Fab Lab. So $25,000 is not going to be a ton of money to get started, and they are very concerned about how sustainable the Fab Lab will be. So again, this is a major piece of complication really with the amount of money that's being provided, but we think we have a solution. The other piece is they're looking for integration with existing programming and curriculum. They don't want to buy equipment that will not be utilized. And finally, they want it to be accessible to all students and eventually the community, because this is not a tech ed initiative. This is an initiative that they want to be provided to all students. The other piece of the competitive grants is once your grant has been evaluated for the first priority of the things I just mentioned, they will be ranked in secondary ranking based on fiscal need for the competitive grants. So the considerations will be percentage of students on free and reduced lunch, the state equalization aid as determined by DPI, and then finally, the school must be located in a municipality or county determined to be economically distressed as defined by WEDC. Our region should not struggle with that particular piece. This is how CISA 3 can help. Tom and I have been studying Fab Labs for over a year. We have visited Stoughton High School, Sector 67, Inventor Cloud, and America Makes. America Makes is the first government and corporate collaboration where they purchase and use and research equipment being made with very high-end 3D additive manufacturing printers. So that is an extremely amazing space where you can see the innovation happening. We also attended the FAB LAB Symposium at Gateway Technical College, where we met with hundreds of other people who are in the process of starting a FAB LAB or are actually running a FAB LAB now. The other piece that I think is extremely important is we actually have an elementary trained teacher on staff who knows the design software really, really well. This is not a tech ed initiative, so engaging our elementary teachers and students in this process is really important. And Kristen Golly knows this particular stuff. She's awesome. All right, so then we also have conducted over 30 workshops in our region on design thinking and 3D printing, with more trainings already on the calendar and more teachers already signed up. We've also done those same trainings for students, and we have more students coming in second semester as well. We have a vetted curriculum aligned to the Common Core state standards as well as the next generation science standards. Our partner, Inventor Cloud, has the software and the technology that will allow us, this is the key, that will allow us to network all of the equipment in the region to maximize its use and to share our costs. By networking the equipment, we can diversify our offerings in everything that we do connected to the FAB Lab. We also have skilled grant writers on staff who are willing to help you write the grant as well as manage the grant with all of the follow-up reporting that may be necessary. Lisa Arneson and myself have both written grants that have brought in over $100,000 on multiple occasions. So definitely utilize us if you can. So CISA 3's vision of the networked FAB Lab, our goal is to create a fiscally responsible and sustainable regional FAB Lab that will be accessible to students, staff, and community members of the participating districts. Through partnerships with local institutions of higher education, Southwest Tech and UWP, the regional FAB Lab will be staffed by highly trained workers that will be able to support student innovations. Networking FAB Lab equipment will ensure reduced duplication of equipment and high levels of utilization, as well as shared costs for high-level professional learning opportunities. We will, by creating a networked FAB Lab, be accessible to all students in the region. CISA wants to provide training to all teachers. Again, it's not a tech ed initiative, so we want to model critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, and communication, and design thinking absolutely does that. By creating a networked FAB Lab, our students and communities will have access to high quality, high tech equipment, and we will, as a community, be modeling the 4 C's, which are very much important in the employability skills. So again, we want to meet to help you and to also create a stronger collaboration to add strength to your individual FAB Lab applications. So again, we cannot write for the FAB Lab grant, but you can, and your grant will be, the likelihood of you getting the grant will be increased by strong partnerships and a strong vision for sustainability of which we can support. So let's meet to discuss what equipment is in the region already. We then will discuss what equipment gaps and needs are. What don't we have that we need, and what do we want more of? And then we can agree on a joint vision for the sustainability of the regional FAB Lab. We will identify and involve community stakeholders, as well as write the shell of the grant. There are 12 questions in the grant, 7 of which I can answer based on the research that I have done for the FAB Lab. The other 5 questions are very specific to your district. However, it's important that you understand how those answers contribute to the other pieces of the grant. And together we can write the shell of the grant for or at that meeting. So we would like to get everyone together that is interested in participating in writing a Fab Lab grant December 16th from 12 to 1. We'll do a working lunch after the PAC meeting. So if you are planning on attending the PAC meeting, you can join us then. And if you have someone in your district that you would like to join us for this meeting as well, please invite them. We would be happy to have their input. Again, this grant is for you. It will be written by you, but we believe that we can help you secure the funds. And in helping you secure the funds, and if you're willing to do a networked Fab Lab for our region, we can absolutely increase the offerings that we have for our students and community. So please, again, join us on December 16th from 12 to 1 for the working lunch after the PAC. If you have any questions, just respond to this email or give me a call at CISA. I'd be happy to answer them and take any input that you might have. But we definitely want to move this initiative forward in our region because it's good for all of us. So thank you and have a great day.